I want to start off this video by giving a very special shout out to this boy right here. His name is Ray and he's around 4 to 5 years old and currently battling leukemia. Ray was diagnosed at a very early age, around 2 or 3 years old, and he's been battling with it ever since. Ray is a huge fan of the channel, and ever since I posted that I was in California, all he ever wanted to do was to meet me. And he was there because of Disney granting his wish through Make-A-Wish, but his other additional wish was to meet me while he was there. And sure enough, on my last night at Cars Land, while checking out at Ramon's, there we bumped into each other. At the beginning when we first met, Ray was a little shy, but after speaking a little bit more and opening up, he would not stop talking to me about cars. And honestly, that was the highlight of my entire trip. I'm getting a little emotional just speaking about this, wow. But Ray, I know you're watching this. I just wanted to give you a huge thank you for being such a huge supporter and fan of the channel. I hope by shouting you out in this video that I know will definitely reach a huge audience, that we could raise some awareness on your situation and leukemia and cancer as a whole. And I appreciate your mom for giving me updates on your situation. From the sound of it, it sounds like you're almost at the finish line. On behalf of everyone who's ever been on this channel with me and everyone who's watching, I'm sure that we all can safely agree that we wish you good health and that we will keep you in our thoughts and prayers. Take care, Ray. August 4th, in the back of a Disney store, bit of a mess, but finally found these Race and Rescue minis. Been wanting them for a while. Where's the Sally pack? I just saw it. Oh, there it is. And there you go. Nothing groundbreaking, but since I'm a completist, gotta get it off the list. Okay, at HEB now. This is the current stock. We're certainly kicking it off mini racer style for this hunt video. I am late from the looks of it. And after buying those 3-packs at Target just now, I think the only one I need is Morgan Martin's. I'm gonna look through these real quick. Okay, after looking through them, not a single Race and Rescue one is there. Just random ones like the King, I think Chick, Reanimator, Ramon. Bit disappointing, bit late to the party. Did they go up in price? I could have sworn they were cheaper. Anywho, I guess the hunt continues for these little minis, just for Morgan. It's the only other one. Mini racers kind of fell off, didn't they? Okay guys, I came to another HEB. I went through the box, finally found it. I only saw one in there. It's kind of picked over through, but I'm glad I got them. Number 27, Morgan Martin's. So then I start looking up and then I see Race and Rescue. I'm like, oh, Chick Hicks. Oh my gosh, this is the last thing I expected to find. I was gonna wait till California to find this, but now I just need Cruz Ramirez. And I don't think she's here. Kind of like skimmed through everything. I guess it's like a 12 count case and she's just not in it. But that's insane, dude. I'm leaving lucky today. All right, August 8th. Just came to check Target one last time before I head to California. Nothing good, so let's get going. Okay, made it safely to Los Angeles, California. I've been to this Target back in 2021 and I found Color Changer Snot Rod when it first came out. I don't remember if I've seen that one. But yeah, this is a very, very small Target, so I wasn't really expecting to see anything. It is August 9th, and this is the view of our hotel. Pixar Pier, the Mickey Wheel, Incredicoaster, and I can't see Cars Land because all those palm trees are covering up. But yeah, this is the view here, and today is Saturday, so we'll actually be at DCA tomorrow. Today we'll do Hollywood, maybe the Pixar Hotel, it's like right there. So yeah, come with me on this journey, and I hope you guys enjoy the content. You're at my first Walmart, and why? It's just NASCARs. There's not even like a peg for the singles. It's pretty ridiculous. We're out of here. Okay, off to the next Target. I'm hoping to find the Race and Rescue Cruz Ramirez. So hopefully I spot it.
I'm gonna give you the box to look through.
Okay.
It's up to you if you want to put them.
Oh my fucking... There's just no way, dude. Oh my gosh. There's no shot. I found it before. What the hell? Dude, what? Oh my goodness. Dude, this is like the last thing. Oh my, they actually fixed it. No freaking way, dude. Dude, that's actually insane. Okay, I got all my goodies. They do charge the bags here 10 cents. As I was leaving the car section, I went to the Hot Wheels section. There was a Hot Wheels scalper who saw everything in my hand, and then he went to the car section to see what all the hoopla was about, and he left disappointed. I don't know if he was looking for like a chase or something, but he kept staring at me. And then, well, then I saw also a Mattel representative here working.
Mattel?
Yeah, there was someone from Mattel here. They were like restocking. They had like the Target devices. I don't think I need to go to a Target anymore. I got cars that other people don't even have yet. All right, now we're at the Disney outlet. It's the first time I see this. I love that new packaging. Oh, these are so tiny. How much is this though? Oh, hell no. They don't have the Halloween cars, do they? Oh, that's the old version too. This place is just way too packed. Okay, so since they won't fix cars themselves, I think I'm gonna go talk to them myself. So wish me luck. No, I'm kidding. I'm gonna go check out the store. I just have one request while I'm here, and hopefully they don't ignore me like an idiot. In there, I'm just gonna be like, hey, I just want to talk. I just want to talk real quick. Nothing serious. I just want to ask you guys to not mess up next year because it's the Cars' 20th anniversary. Just make it look good. Change the boxes. Make some special edition stuff. Don't fuck it up. That's all I'm asking. You think they'll listen to me? No. It doesn't hurt to try. Okay, let's see if they... Yo. No freaking way. I was grabbing that, but... Oh, it's the last one. There's no way, dude. I'm taking you. Plan failed, I guess. They have a lot of the Barbie stuff from the movie here that they used. I came to the second floor. Also locked. At least I tried. You can't say I didn't. I wanted to go in, speak with someone. I don't know what I would have... You have to try, you know? Like, it doesn't hurt to try to ask or talk with someone who represents cars. But it's Saturday, and all these rich people have the weekends off, and the front lobby is closed. I will come back one day, and I will change cars.
Bro.
Oh, what a badass. Look at Billy Badass over here. Scary. I don't know how they have that. Toys R Us sign. Okay, let's go cars hunting. This is Frank & Son Collectibles here in California. That is what I'm looking for, the Cars store. Holy crap. No way. Nothing too crazy. Oh, I kind of want that pencil thing. Oh, that's insane. Oh, silver factory custom McQueen, I think. I did not know it was worth that much. Holy shit. Brain rot. And 15 a piece too. Mini racers. Crazy. Good evening, everyone. It's about to be 9 o'clock here at a Target that I usually always come to when I come to LA. There's really nothing to look for. I got everything. I got Rally Race Cruiser mirrors at the Frankenstein's place for 10 bucks. Might as well, because I do want one to keep sealed and one to open for the review. But if I find one of those here, I wouldn't mind at all, because it would be $3.99. And there's oh, somehow walking out with something. Is the Mater one here though? That's the one I want the most. Please be here, please. He's not here. Oh yeah, those are somewhat recent too. I think I'll just get this one, not this one. I wanted Mater, but I don't think they have them. Hey, I can't complain though. I found a lot of stuff today. Good morning, everyone. Here we are, Cars Land. I haven't been here in like 3 years. Oh, I want to get it. Oh, the little, that too. I have to get this. I love the merch they have right now. Nice. Oh, look at the sweater. Even more merch. A lot of Cars merch. Already spent like 500 bucks from just 3 stores. Yeah, I have every single one of them. Bruh, you know what? I'll pick this one up. Some really cool ornaments. Okay, so that's that pack. They're all plastic figures. And then the back of the packaging is really weird. I've never seen that Ramon artwork before. All of the artworks are super pixely. Sally's like tilted up in the air. And then McQueen, what the hell is that? I've never seen that.
The next day.
Bruh. Yeah, it looks to be the same ones. What are they, dead? Why are they in black and white? Oh, same with Woody over there. Ooh. Pretty. Look at this little guy. I gotta get him now. Look at that. Seems to be the Masha case, so nothing too interesting. And they got the Halloween cars everywhere, it seems. So that was the Pixar Place Hotel. Pretty cool. Not a lot of car stuff, but then again, you got a whole theme park for that. Okay, so I think this is gonna be the last target of my California trip. Well, I'm glad I found what I found. I can't complain, right? I think the only thing I would have liked to have found is like an extra Cruiser Mirrors and Luigi and Guido from the Race and Rescue series, and maybe Eugene Carbarelski. But they haven't even restocked here. This whole Target's a mess. Let me show you. Check this out. I don't know if they're in the middle of a toy reset or something, but it's a mess. It's terrible. A lot of shit I can't afford. Phone cases. I wish they sold this. I want that. What a beautiful view. This was such a fun trip. I mean, I'll never forget it. It was pretty unforgettable, pretty darn fun. It's pretty much time to head back home, and we'll go from there. Okay, I came into the Target by the airport before we leave LA. What the hell? Okay, I don't know about signature when Cruz doesn't even have her spoiler. These look weird. Look, why are the headlights so low? Okay, Mater looks cool though. Sally too. So we're back from vacation, and yeah, I missed you too, local Target. August 18th. Now my local Target got the VIN. I'll leave them for someone else. I'm not that greedy. Wasn't planning to stop by an O'Reilly's auto parts store, but glad I did. So August 19th here at Walmart, Tuesday. We just got out of O'Reilly's, and here we are scoring again. There you go. Finally. I thought I would find them in Cali, but better late than never. They got these two, a bunch of color changes that do not sell, and no singles. And a bunch of NASCARs that just peg warm. All right, time to cut the music because of copyright. A little overpriced though, $7.49, but I thought, hey, my Targets completely skipped over this case. They went straight to case Y with Race and Rescue Sally, Morgan, Jeff, all of those. The only time I've seen this case is at HEB, but it's a half count, and I'm pretty sure it only has Race and Rescue Luigi and Guido. No Cruz, no Eugene. So I thought, might as well just get it now and not be pantsing on eBay like, oh my gosh, I need to get it, like I never found it, blah, 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 you know? Bruh. Yeah, I found McQueen in LA, and I was kind of bummed he didn't have Mater because I really like how he looks in this blue. Leave that for someone else right in the front. Same with Mater. Right. All right, guys, we just got out of the gym and we're here at a Target September 2nd. And I did not expect to see this here, but I had no idea this was even out. I want to look now to see if there's like any other new ones. There's the McQueen, there's Mater. They're like completely overstocked on these color changer ones. That's crazy. Oh yeah, they have a bunch. It's like completely overflowing and falling on me. It's crazy how they still have these here from 3 years ago. All right, I'll take this one for sure though. Dude, this is insane news. So I'm here at Toys R Us at Macy's, September 3rd. Look at that. For $4.99, you can now look for cars here. I used to pray for times like this. Welcome back to Toys R Us, Cars. We missed you. I just need to make a quick little clip on the stuff I bought at Disneyland in Los Angeles and all of that. So I decided it would be smart to just throw everything in a big box and just ship it out, since it's not going to fit in a carry-on in a small backpack. Well, that bit me in the ass, clearly, because look how damaged the box is. And to make matters worse, look at the stuff. These were going to be gifts for my brother. I don't know if it's because of the heat that the colors just started bleeding or something, but on top of that, just look at how damaged the boxes are. It gets worse. So this is my girlfriend's stuff. Check that out. Beautiful mint condition. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. United States Postal Service. USPS, you fucking suck. You really do. I shipped it out August 13th. They said it would get there on the 16th, Saturday. It's the 21st, and it's barely arriving. And when it was here, it was on the 15th, on Friday of last week. And I told them, hey, can I go pick it up in person? They said, yes, it's there. I go in person. They tell me no, and they can't give me any info. They're like, you gotta wait 45 days if it still doesn't arrive. And I'm like, so even if I come next week, there's nothing you can do about it? No. Okay, it finally arrives after so many calls on the phone with offices up in who knows where, higher ups in corporate. I don't know who I spoke with, but they said they were gonna let the director, the manager of my local post office know that it was in the facility of their same place where you can pay and ship items out so that they could push the package out. Right. So, day later after I call, they finally got their act together. They ship it out, and here we are. I got it the next day, which is today. All my clothing, it's perfectly fine. I mean, it's clothing, right? But imagine if the colors bled onto the clothing. This would have been like a red shirt. This would have had red stains, etc., etc. Look at this book. Look at all those stains. The package itself is completely damaged, and I can't show the label that's on the other side. It's ripped in half, and half the tracking number is gone. And I'm like, okay, now it makes sense why it wasn't arriving. Look, just look right there. It's ripped. It's ripped. Half of it is gone. So no wonder they couldn't ship it out. I'm so mad. You know, and I shipped it to my parents' house because I was like, oh, it's safer. It's an actual home, whereas an apartment, maybe they get the wrong number. It goes to someone else's, or they ship it back. You know, boo-hoo. Look at you now. Like, you thought it was safe? No, like one way or another, it was a recipe for the disaster. Just a lesson to be learned. Don't use USPS. They absolutely suck. This isn't the first time I've had to deal with something like this. Use FedEx or UPS. The other time I dealt with something like this, well, there's two occasions. Another somewhat more recent one was I ordered a Loungefly Vampire Mater backpack. They couldn't ship it to the house because the label got damaged, and they shipped it back. And they didn't want to give me a refund. That's a whole nother situation. I gotta like claim all of this on the website now to say it arrived damaged and whatnot. They gotta give me some money back. I paid $116 to ship that box. It was 36 pounds or 33 pounds around there. It's a huge box. As you can see the dimensions there. It wasn't cheap to ship this out. Imagine paying that much money to ship your stuff out just for it to arrive damaged. Now, the other time, if you're a longtime viewer here on the channel, you'll know what the other situation was. It was with the 2006 factory sealed set from Mattel. It got damaged because of the same situation. They're not careful with the stuff. They just throw the boxes. And I went to my local post office, trying to make the claim. They wanted to take the item from me, and I said, hell no. Well, it's something discontinued and rare. It's a collector's item. I just can't give you something that's worth $2,000, you know? So hopefully that's not the same situation here. I highly doubt it. I used USPS Ground Shipping Advantage, whatever it's called, and they told me, oh, well, that's the bare minimum. That's the cheapest you can pay for, so it's not a priority or anything, so your package is going to take longer than usual to arrive. Yeah, just leaving it in the warehouse sitting without movement because you're too lazy to pick it up because it's 36 pounds? Is that the reason? What other reason for not putting the box on the conveyor belt and just loading it up onto the truck and bringing it to my place? If there's anyone here from USPS watching, a viewer of mine, a fan or something, you worked there, please explain what happened. Is it just my post office? Is it several others? I need to know. I need your help. Okay, rant over. So that is pretty much wraps for this hunt video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We went from Texas to California and back. We pretty much found everything that's out. I think we're pretty much up to date with everything Cars related. I think the only thing to wait for now is Jerry recycled batteries, Race and Rescue Cal Weathers, Race and Rescue Danny, and Race and Rescue Kathy Copter. Arguably, I only heard one good thing in all of that. The rest is garbage. But anywho, I have a couple of things to talk about in regards to the trip that happened that I couldn't speak about during the vlog that I decided to save for the end of this video. First off, it's Mattel related stuff. So if you want to listen to some Mattel lore that I learned while on the trip, stick around. And if you don't really care about that stuff, well, thanks for watching. No problem. It's going to be a lot of yapping. So Sit down, relax, and prepare to hear me yap. So when I was at that store, Frank and Son Collectibles, and I spoke with the store owner that had a bunch of Disney cars for sale, we were speaking for an hour about cars. Like, great guy, him and his son, fantastic people. Shout out to them. I think his store is called e-commerce or e-something, I forgot. But if you go to visit him in California, if you're ever there, and just go visit. Like, he's a great seller. He has a lot of cool stuff. He's been there since the beginning. He first started with Hot Wheels. Then when Cars came out in 2006, he started selling that with his kid. They watched the movie and everything. Yada, 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 the whole story. Okay. He was around when the whole Sarge lead or recall paint situation happened. He told me about that. He tells me he has like 50 of them in storage somewhere in a box, which is incredible. I loved hearing that. He said he could probably sell me one, but since I was, only there for a week, I couldn't exactly meet up with him. I didn't have enough time. So maybe I'll ask him on eBay or something. I completely forgot what his eBay was. He gave me a business card too, and same thing, I don't know where that is. But he told me so much lore. He used to sell the playsets like the Dinoco 400 set, a lot of cool stuff like that. He tells me he gets people all the time coming to buy these cars. And one of the biggest pieces of lore that he dropped on me was that he told me that Mattel and Disney had some sort of like argument not too long ago. So basically what happened is Disney wanted more money from Cars, from their sales, and Mattel said no. See, you got two greedy companies, smash them together, they're obviously gonna fight, right? Like little children. So Disney got upset. Mattel said no. I think Disney's only getting I think it's less than 10%. I forgot what the percentage was. Makes sense why the Mattel store in El Segundo didn't have any Cars merch for display. Like, I was going in there with the intention of finding Pixar Cars Diecast, but they don't have anything. They have Hot Wheels character cars like the Racerverse, like with SpongeBob, Marvel, Pixar, Disney. Like, they have certain things that are like Pixar related or Disney related at Mattel, but they you just won't see any Pixar cars at Mattel. Now we know why. He told me that's why you're seeing a lot of fantasy stuff in Cars now, and in my head in that moment it just clicked. That's why we have Race and Rescue in the main line. That's why we had GRC in the main line. It all just clicked in my head because Mattel didn't want to give Disney a bigger cut when they sell Cars products. So in Mattel's mind, they're like, okay, make less movie stuff. Let's make more of our own original stuff. And that's more money for us. From a business standpoint, it just makes sense. And you know what? Mattel, you greedy mother, you know what? You guys, well played. Well played. Because by making these Race and Rescue ones, you don't have to pay such a high royalty to Disney because that is your creation. But if you create more of this stuff that appears in the films, you got to give Disney money. So that explains why you're seeing no normal Wingo. Instead, Glow Racer, technically not a Disney original. That's technically a Mattel original. Same thing. You could argue maybe back in the day, the T-Rocs, technically not a Disney original. I know Disney had some involvement with it. So, you know what, scratch that example. I don't know how it was back then, but he told me specifically within the past 3 years, this is what's been going on. And that's why we had GRC, Race and Rescue, all that different type of stuff. So I'm really worried for next year, for 2026, for the 20th anniversary, because if Mattel and Disney are still both being petty, then you can expect to see a lot of this garbage fantasy stuff in the main line next year. But if they get their act together, they change the packaging and a bunch of other cool stuff, maybe we can go back to the days of how Cars used to be, right? But because of that whole argument about who gets more money at the end of the day, that's why Mattel has decided to make more fantasy stuff in the main line, because it clearly sells more and it's pushed to a bigger audience because they distribute it all over the world. And somehow it worked for Mattel. It worked. That's kind of the sad part. It worked. So, of course, take the information with a grain of salt. Maybe it isn't 100% true, but coming from someone who has worked directly for Mattel and who has also done wholesale with them, I just had to take the guy's word, you know? He's been with cars since the beginning. Why am I not going to believe his word when he's been having connections directly with people from Mattel? There's another guy who was there who's named Paul Mart. That's another popular name from way back in like 2017, 18, who was very popular with the Cars fandom at the time. He was also there. I saw him, didn't speak to him. Don't really like the guy. That guy scammed me one time, but that's besides the point. I just learned a bunch of things while I was there at Frank & Sons. Oh, and another little funny story. So while I was there filming his store and everything, I didn't tell him what I was doing it for. I should have. It would have been a great conversation. But this mom and her kid came in. The kid was like in the stroller. Mom's coming through. She keeps staring at me the whole time when I'm doing this recording and choosing what I want to buy. And oh my gosh, she pissed me off. I hope she's watching this. She grabs Race and Rescue Chick Kicks. She asked the guy, hey, can I grab that one? Because he has them like behind a counter. She grabs it, gives it to her kid, and she's like, oh, look here, Chick Kicks. It's like the Race and Rescue one. Kid shows no interest, immediately just puts it off to the side, and he starts pointing at a supercharged 2007 Chick Hicks. Kid grabs it, looks at it, and he's like, I want this one. And then he sees a stunt racer Chick Hicks. He's like, no, never mind, I want that one, which was even more expensive than the supercharged one. And the mom's like, are you sure you want this one? The other one's cheaper, aka the Race and Rescue one, because that one was only $10. The other one was like 25. No, kid wanted a classic looking Chick Hicks, which I found hilarious. Like I had to hold back my laughter because I was like, that just proves to you people want stuff from the movies, not this fantasy stuff. If a kid, I saw it. I saw it firsthand. You can't tell me people are okay with Race and Rescue when the own children who like collecting these nowadays don't want the Race and Rescues. They want the movie stuff. When was the last time you saw a Chick Hicks, a normal one in the stores? All of these are the normal stock standard versions in current day. Like, that's pretty sad. Like, this is your normal classic Sally right now. Sometimes you'll see a normal Sally, but this is what you're getting. Mater, I haven't seen a rusty brown Mater in a long time. The classic one. Now you just keep seeing this one. Same go for all of these. Like, it's just Mattel pushing these. And you know, it's going to push them to want to do more of this stuff because every time you go to Target or Walmart, these are always sold out. Every time. I never see them peg warming. They're always sold out. You'll see maybe a McQueen peg warm for like 3-4 days, and then you go back, it's gone. You ruined Cars for corporate greed. And it worked. And you know what? I got to give it to you. Like a little pat on the back. You made it work. It's sad. It breaks my heart, but... And it makes other people's heart break too, especially after I observed that kid. I was like, wow, like that just shows me that people don't even want these, but they're still selling because that's the slop you get. Like, I can't even be mad at a reseller anymore. Mattel dug themselves into this one. You're not making the main cast available all because you don't want to pay Disney royalties. Instead, you do come out with the main ensemble, but in looks that no one's ever seen before, and people just have no other choice but to buy them because, well, that's all you're offering. Oh yeah, going back to the guy who was telling me about the Sarge-led recall, he was telling me that back in the day, Sarge was a very hard-to-find character, which I didn't know about. Because, you know, I was like about this tall, like I wasn't going to know about Rarity back then when the first Cars movie came out. But he was telling me, he's like, Sarge was a hard-to-find character. And everyone came for that. And then he was telling me about Maddie McGear, how that was a extremely easy profit to make because it went viral on TikTok. And I'm like, yeah, man, I remember that. It was a couple years ago. But we just had a great conversation. I mean, his store, go check it out. It's in Frank & Sons Collectibles in California. There's a lot of sellers there. WWE, Funko Pop, Hot Wheels, Disney Cars, Matchbox, Pokemon cards, everything. Like, that is the collector's place. But anywho, Piston Cup Productions signing out. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.